Thank you so much. Beautiful microphone. This is cool. So, this might, I will put, yeah. I'm using air pressure produced by a compressor to make sound. But sound itself is also a temporary pressure change. So we can produce it with our voice, we can make it with speakers, we have lots of other ways, musical instruments, cars, I don't know, lots of things that produce sound. But sounds are pressure changes in the air. So the starting point for the installation is simply the idea that it might be possible to use air pressure, pressurized air, to produce sound. Instead of a membrane of a speaker, I'm using valves and air pressure. At the same time, the pressurized air produces wind. So you can also think about it as if it's kind of wind which is being produced, but the wind that contains sound. So I have 42 valves, so it's a 42 channel system, you can say, of valves above the audience. And then I'm using again the metaphor of wind, wind movements, wind turbulence, for generating spatial kind of movements of sounds within that particular field. It's not an interactive piece, it's not reacting on the people. The patterns are constructed generative. I've made different kind of algorithms for translating wind movement into sound. I've done environmental analysis and registration, and I'm using this as input data for the installation. But it's not real-time input data. You have to think about it as if I'm using different time scales. So I allow myself to edit in it, but I could also maybe in the future be a bit different in it, that I kind of navigate a database of different information, and that I use this information from the database in different ways. Performance is called LSP, that stands for Laser Sound Performance. I'm making connections between sound and light, but light from the laser, that means color, also means shape. And the laser is projecting, I'm using two lasers, they're projecting three-dimensionally into space because I use a little bit of smoke. So that means that you get really three-dimensional projections inside of the space. And the audience is, again, I mean, it's a bit like with the Pneumatic Sound Field, the audience is completely inside of the whole thing with sound, but especially you're inside of the projection. Yeah? So I'm not using any screens, nothing, the projection is inside of the space. So it's live performance, it's really totally live performance, nothing pre-recorded. I'm using these different relationships that I've created between sound and shape, between sound and color, and I'm composing and performing with these relationships.